All right, Burnley versus Manchester United. Manchester United 1.62, draw 3.8, and Burnley 6. I have to say, if you're going to go with the home team dog, this would be the match to do what you were going to do with what you're doing with Cardiff. Because Manchester United, what a disgrace, to be honest with you, they've been this season. Very disappointing to be a Manchester United fan. And I suppose Burnley haven't really done that much better, but I was expecting more from Manchester United. Two poor teams here. Jose Mourinho's odds to leave are dropping as we speak. So you're going to give Burnley a +1 on this one?
This is one of those games I looked at. It's tough because I'm really, if you look at my stuff, I've been against Manchester United all 3 games. I thought I was very unlucky against Leicester. That was a game where the expected goals was like 1.4 to 0.6, taking out the penalty. Leicester was on the front foot the whole game, and that sort of got me to where I've been on still pro Leicester since day one, and I've been anti-Manchester U. And like I said, this is a shorter turnaround for them than it is for Burnley. But Burnley's got a cup game, I keep calling it the UEFA Cup, the Europa League tomorrow, in a game that a lot of people are saying they need to go ahead and punt that. Just let's get out of Europe and get yourself focused on staying up and not getting relegated. It's just hard to fathom the fact that a team that's good enough under a great coach, by the way, I love Sean Dyche, that can say they can be in 7th place, work their ass off to get to 7th place last year, and all of a sudden, from the first day of the season, the first kick of the ball, people are talking about them getting relegated. And I really thought, to be honest, this is mainstream media over there, which a lot of them aren't very smart. So I was shocked to be able to think that, are they really going to be that bad? But I guess when you have budget constraints and there's problems with being able to bring in new talent, and you have a short roster to begin with, you're playing like all of a sudden 5 and 6 and 8 extra matches. That wears a team out even this early, and they're in a tough spot. This is a game where they need to get a result, and no matter what it is, especially with Manchester United reeling. My opinion here is nothing, but they're both go against sides for me. I don't know. I'd like to hear what these guys would say about the total, because I kind of was leaning towards the under, but I could easily be pushed off that if they think it's going to be a game where both teams, or one of the teams at least, is aggressive and forces the action. Because for me, I just can't figure it out. This is a nothing for me. Yeah,
well, Flash and I were on both teams to score last week. We said at least if Manchester United can get out of first gear, they didn't. What do you expect in this match at Burnley, Flash?
I don't care, to be honest. These are the dogs of all dogs, and honestly, I don't. How can you? You've got a team who you would like to be with, which is Burnley, but they're priced up because they've got no energy, they've got no goals, and you've got a side like Man United who have got no teeth. So, and you don't even know if they're going to bother turning up at all. So, for me, no, just leave it. It'd be an interesting game to watch, though.
So we're on the same wavelength as far as those two teams at this point both go against, or no plays.
Yeah, no plays. I literally, in my notes, I have nothing. I'm just not even interested to even look at the game or watch it. I'm just done. Big man, how are you feeling about this match? What have you got?
I'm taking United here, 1.69. This is a price where people are down on United. They're buying low. They're not interested. No one wants to back them. That's where I want to go. People will take Burnley because they think United or everything's on fire. And listen, players don't think like that. These players aren't thinking like that. They're not worried about that. They're going to play fine. They're not worried about what the fans are saying outside after the game. Nobody cares about that that's playing in these games. They don't listen to it. Nobody cares about it.
They make $300,000 a week. Of course not.
Right, exactly. They still are way better than Burnley. They have way better players than Burnley. Burnley are coming off, again, like we've discussed, a Europa League game that's very difficult Thursday to Sunday. United are really unbackable, but that's why I want to back them. There's a reason they're 1.65, because they're a way better team than Burnley. They'll get focused here.
Are they, though?
Look, are they a great team? No. Yeah, they will, because they're not going to lose 3 games in a row. It's not going to happen. And for me, I just want the capability and the players that I'm going to get. I'm getting Pogba. I'm getting Alexis. I'm getting all these guys at Burnley. And it's not – look, at Burnley, we're at full strength and we're playing in Europa League. I think this would be probably a good spot to take Burnley. But they're kind of in a similar predicament in a way, because they're not playing particularly well either. They just give up 4 goals this week to Fulham. United could win fairly comfortably here. Give me United 1.69.
All right.
A couple things before we move on. I wanted to ask, do you guys make anything out of these news conferences when Mourinho walks out and says respect, respect, respect? What does that mean?
I think he was correct.
You two can answer that. I'm just curious. over there, how does that compare to like Bill Belichick saying we're on to Cincinnati, we're on to Cincinnati? What does that? I mean, does that resonate? I mean, does it? I mean, you're talking about the players, not really. It doesn't matter to them because of what they're making. I mean, we're talking about this guy might get sacked, or he might quit. I mean, where are we at with you, Manchester United? If you're a fan of them, you would maybe be better, more qualified, or as qualified as those guys. What do you think?
Well, I think I'll ask the I'll start the question over with Flash there. I'd be interested to hear his thoughts.
I think the press conferences are complete and utter nonsense. And the last time I actually saw one or listened to one, Bob Paisley was manager of Liverpool. I mean, it's just, why would you even bother? I mean, they only say what you want to hear. They dodge the questions, and they're obviously playing games for the team that they're playing against. So it's an absolute farce. And
yeah, that's
okay.
true. Yeah,
good enough. Like I said,
it's 5 minutes of your life you're not going to get back.
Doing the that's like I said, doing the research for the thing. I try to get as much information as I can. I know a lot of it's not going to help me at all, but I just one of those things. I went to the Guardian, looked at some stuff, and they were, whatever it's this and respect.
I mean, Rex, you got to look at like the way the media portray him. Even after he left, I mean, they're laughing in his face. They don't respect him from the media perspective. And he was on point. He was right. He's won a lot. I don't like him personally. I'm not a big fan of his tactics, but they treat him like a kid. They treat him like he's a nobody. And I don't think he was wrong in his comment.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.